Morning, Cliff. W2Wld.
Good morning, Captain. You're sounding fine this morning, too.
And I request that you recuse yourself from answering the question that I had today, okay?
Okay, no problem there. I got your address and stuff, and I haven't sent, but I'll see what that you got to ask today. But anyway, all right, let me go get my coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, it'll be a real simple one for you. W2Wld. K1BOB, W2Wld.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. Don has just given me a call, so it looks like Don will be with us this morning. Let me say hi to him. W2WLD, K1DOB, we've got Don on the line. He's going to try to be with us all morning, but many times it's out of his control. So, Leon, thank you. He's already on the list there. Back to you, Bill. K1DOB, good signal here.
Yeah, you're about an S7. Very good, Bob. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Bob. K1BOB, you're 15 over.
Yeah, John, about 10 over here. The standard lineup, I guess. Boy, you guys got me scared ever going up. That's why I dropped my tower. I don't go up. If it comes down, I don't go up. And I don't even get on roofs anymore.
Yeah, I don't even go on a step ladder if it's too high. My age, I used to climb everything. I used to be up on my roof quite a bit, cleaning the solar panels off and working that. But no, not at this age for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Did all that stuff on the roof out here, and it's a pretty high pitch on it, and for the snow conditions. And it's been a long time since I've done that. But yeah, I stuck all the heating tapes up. Luckily, they withstood the test of time. So I still like doing that stuff anymore. Kind of hire one of those young kids. Got nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's for sure. I still remember our prior commander, W2Wld, where he got stuck on the roof and the ladder blew away and he had to drop down and injured his back.
Yeah, I remember that quite well. I don't know what he was thinking, but sometimes you get yourself in those situations. And you don't have somebody there to keep you going in the right direction like we do. K1BOB, very good, John. And I'll be standing by 7 minutes for the Flyers Club.
A good signal, Bob. K1BOB, W5ABI.
Yeah, S8 this morning, Joe. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you. And John, you got a good signal too. WA6LJS, W5ABI.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. You're 15 over, as usual. Booming in here. W5ABI, WA6LJS.
Yeah, good signal. I'm going to have a good net today. Thanks for the report. W5ABI standing by for net.
and
Now you, Bob, you sound a bit muffled. K2SJP, W2WLD.
okay, I'm back off the mic. I got the antenna pretty much up on you, because when I normally keep the antenna right, I should never hear you, so I'm going to keep the antenna on you, so I hear you under that. I just wanted to make sure you hear me okay.
Now you're S9, Bob.
W6LJS, Q2SJ for your morning, John.
K2SJP, W5ABI. I don't know if John's copying you, over.
W5ABI, Q2SJP. I got the antenna up north, so I guess John's not hearing me. You're about 5'7" with the antenna up north.
Yeah, okay, you're about 5'7", but there's a lot of noise, so I'm barely copying you. W5ABI.
Good morning, Bob. K2SJP, WA6LJS. I'm copying you, but you're only about also about a 5'7" here.
Okay, John, you are hearing me. You're about a 5'5", with the beam up north towards Bell. I just want to make sure that I can hear everybody. Otherwise, I'm going to compromise the antenna somewhere in between.
Roger. Yeah, your audio sounds a little bassy this morning, but maybe it's just conditions. But anyway, I'm copying you. K2SJP, WA6LJS, standing by for the net.
W2WLD, W4PUO.
Morning, Lee. Good S8. Over.
Yeah, you're also an S8. Thank you, Bill. Checking in.
We got you.
W2WLD, W5ABI. You're S8, Bill.
You're S9, W2WLD.
Thanks for the report. It's going to be a good net. W5ABI, standing by for net.
Got you 5'9" in Texas, Joe. W5ABI, W4PUO.
10 over here, Lee. W4PUO, W5ABI.
Over in San Diego, also Lee, W4PUO, WA6LJS.
5'9", John, thank you.
Captain, you're right. It is easy.
And now you know.
I don't know who's doing that long
longer today, but you can move me out of number 4 there. I can go down to the bottom. It's fine. I'm on the base, so I'm not out in the truck, so I don't need to be that high up. This W5PIX.
Good morning and happy Thanksgiving Eve. This is W2Wld Net Control for the Air Force's Flyers Club. We're an association of members and veterans of the military air services from all branches of the armed forces. Our membership includes air crew, ground crew, missile crew, air traffic control, and all aviation support personnel. Our net meets on this frequency is 1600 UTC every day of the year. Our purpose is to promote fellowship among radio amateurs who have devoted a portion of their lives to support the missions of our air forces. If you want more information about us, please check out our website. It is airforcesflyersclub.org. Say again, airforcesflyersclub.org. In that format, I'm establishing a list using a variety of sources, including direct check-ins, NetLogger, Echo Link, where we have a conference node, Alpha Foxtrot, Foxtrot Charlie, and by monitoring certain web SDR sites like Utah number 2. This is a control net, but you do not have to be a member or be associated with either the military or aviation to check in. To contact net control, initially please use one of the words contact, relay, info, or check-in as appropriate. Once the list is established, we'll go down the list pretty much in order for comments. We do like to limit those to about 2 minutes. Time remaining, we will go back down the list a second time for a 73 round. If you wish to be a short timer, please let me know up front so that we can put you toward the top of the list. My name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima, located in upstate New York near the capital, Albany. And again, my call sign is Whiskey 2, Whiskey Lima Delta. Break. Okay, I do have a list established, thanks in great measure to Lee and 5 Bravo Echo, who's manning NetLogger. And here's who we have. K0ZNC is Don. Don is on Echo Link, and he will be simulcast in by our Commander Bob, K1BOB. Then we have our mobile, KB0LTT Larry. We have, I don't know if he's been moved yet, but I'll mention it now, Cliff, W5PIX. I don't think he's in the rig today. We have Frank, N1SSN. And there's Lee, N5 Bravo Echo. We have Mike with a signal that's knocking me off the chair, WW5EMZ. We have Norm today, N9KJN. Good morning, Norm. And we have John, WA6LJF in Humboldt, California. We have Fred, KN4 Yankee Bravo. Good morning to you, Fred. And we have Mike, KF0OPE. We have Bob in near Tampa, K2SJP. We have our Commander Bob, K1BOB. I heard Jim, W6WAY. Joe is in there with a great signal, W5ABI. We have Russ with the call sign that all of us want, Kilo 8 Alpha Foxtrot. Have my neighbor Ray in New Jersey, WB2JJO. We have Charlie. Charlie is running the net live streaming on YouTube. If you want to watch that way, go to YouTube, put in his call sign K4YDB, Yankee Delta Bravo, and that live stream will pop right up for you. Then we have Lee, W4PUO. We have a couple of guests that are listening. We have Jeremy, KB2DMR, and we have Ben, Kilo Juliet 4 Charlie Charlie. Good morning to you too, gentlemen. Break. We have an N0LZY. I saw him on NetLogger. N0LZY. Got it. And let's see if there's another one. No, I think that's it. Okay, does anyone whose call I read off need to be a short timer today? Call now.
November 1 SSN.
I missed that comment. Say again.
November 1 Sierra November.
You want to be a short timer?
Yes, sir. I've got somebody coming to take a look at a project inside the house. So when he shows up, I'll need to drop out.
Very good. We got you at the top of the list. Are there any other check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Call now. Nothing.
Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo.
Would you put out a call, please? W2Wld W2Wld there, John.
Oh yeah, there was a double there for a minute. This is W6LJS relaying for net control for the Wednesday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now.
Yes, the Double Wolf Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo checking in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're loud and clear. It's KC5PTE. James is in there, Bill. Are there any other check-ins? Call out. Just James. Back to you, Bill.
Okay, very good. We don't have a convenient call in Texas. Let's try Mike. He's putting out such a great signal. WW5ENZ, would you put out a call, please?
Yeah, Roger. This is WW5ENZ relaying for net control, looking for check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club. Check-ins, members or guests, please come now. WW5ENZ. Nothing heard here. Back to you, Bill. W2WLD, WW5ENZ.
Okay, well, thank you, Mike. Well, we do have a question of the day. I have asked that Cliff recuse himself, as he said it's an easy one. It's about the aircraft that I have probably the most hours in. The P-3 Orion. That aircraft cockpit has 4 prominent E-handles. Echo, E-handles. One for each engine. In the event of an engine fire, one of the first steps on the emergency checklist is to pull or activate the associated E-handle. Pulling the E-handle does several important things, but it does not. I'm looking for the answer here that the E-handle does not do. Alpha, discharge a fire suppression agent into the engine compartment. Alpha, discharge a fire suppression agent into the engine compartment. Bravo, shut off engine air. Bravo, shut off engine air. Charlie, shut off engine oil. Charlie, shut off engine oil. Delta, feather the engine propeller. Delta, feather the engine propeller. Echo, shut off engine fuel. Echo, shut off engine fuel. Does anyone need me to go over any of that? Call now.
Can there be more than one answer? WW5ENZ.
Negative. There's only one answer. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and start down the list. Bob, are you able to bring in Don? K0ZMC W2WLD.
Welcome, Bill. K1BLB. And Don, you're up for the first question out of the chute today. Don, you're up. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. This is K0ZMC Don, and along with all letters, good morning to all the flyers. The northwest earlier this week. It was very nice for Thanksgiving, so today I don't think there's going to be too much in the way of snow, although there is snow forecast. Plenty of roads working for inches. I'm going to deal at least this celebration. Up in the mountains, the skiers are looking forward to Livermore. That's kind of the cows, and I think those guys, they start planting in the state, but on top of the bud.
CQ, Air Force Mars Special Event. This is W2Wld Bills Net. What frequency is in use?
I can't mention that I've got all things in my mind, so this group was out the answer. I'm up here showing, and I think that's probably wrong. I have absolutely no idea. That's about it. So, I'll be listening for as long as I can. And be really down and just say around and just get out for next year. And thanks to everybody for listening to the Bill Net. And what's happening to you, Bill, W2Wld,
And KLMDOB back to that.
Okay, well, thank you, Bob, for the simulcast, and Don, good to have you in there today. Copy all. All right, let's go to our mobile. Let's see. KB0LTT. KB0LTT. W2WLD. You're up, sir.
Yeah, well, good morning, Bob, and good morning, or Bill. Good morning, Bill, and good morning to everyone on the net. Hope you're all having a pleasant day thus far. Current weather conditions here at Kilo Fox Yankee Golf Airfield. I got wind, light and variable, visibility 10, temperature 45, dew point 34, humidity 66%, and the altimeter 2985. It is overcast, but they're not reporting clouds. Pretty high ceiling, though. Anyway, I'm going to go, I would assume, on my very limited knowledge, if you're playing a prop plane, you're going to feather the prop with your own controls there, and it wouldn't be linked up to the engine compartment emergency setup you're talking about there. So I'm going to go with E-Echo. I believe it was E-Echo on feather the prop there. That does not feather the prop. So with that, Bill, back over to you. W2WLD and the Air Force's Flyers Club Net, KB0LTT Mobile.
Okay, Larry, great signal. Well, if you want to feather the prop, that answer was Delta, so we'll put you down for Delta. Okay, let's go to, now you've got to refuse yourself, Cliff. W5PIX, W2WLD, you're up.
Well, good morning, Captain, and all the flyers out there. And, yeah, it's a very good, easy question. And, yeah, I've had to pull a few of them handles. So, anyways, everybody have a good day. And I'm enjoying my third cup of coffee. And I'm looking at a thing here on the internet that a group of people in Florida are looking to bring back the Catalina, the PBYs, and they're going to try to do it for military and stuff, but it will be an amphibious airplane, which will be very fun to see again. And anyways, that's my first commanding officer flew the Catalinas there when I was in a patrol squadron there at BP-50. And I was just reading up on my squadron, and it was discontinued back in 1992. And they have a memorial there at Moffett Field for my squadron. They had a mid-air collision and lost 2 aircraft down by San Diego. And but part of Moffett Field today is a museum. And I don't know if Ames Research is still doing a lot of wind tunnel testing now, but they did have the world's largest wind tunnel there at Moffett Field also. But anyways, yes, I will recuse myself on the question, no doubt.
and everybody have a good day. I will stand by though, and I enjoyed the question. But I'm also, like I said, I'm looking at the Catalinas and a few other PBYs here while I'm listening to everybody's decision. And Larry, yeah, we've got reservations for a parking space down there in Orlando. I don't know where it's at, but anyway, we're going to try and get down there in time to get there. But we still got a few days before we have to leave. Anyway, thank you, Captain. This is W5PIX. Back to W2Wld.
Okay, mighty fine, Clifford, and thank you for recusing yourself. And very interesting on the flying boats. Okay, let's go to Frank with the submarine call sign, N1SSN, W2WLD. Hopefully you're still there, Frank. Go ahead.
W2WLD, November 1 SSN. Yeah, I'm still here. And I guess maybe a little confusion that I was a submarine driver, but I did fly. I think I mentioned that before. Anyhow, the weather here in Florida is beautiful this morning. It's a balmy 70 degrees, heading up to 82 degrees today. Pressure's 30.08, and Cabo is clearing a million today. I think answer Charlie is the one I'm going to select. I'm totally unfamiliar with the P3, except when they were looking for me when I was under the water. That happened quite a few times when they're dropping sonar buoys on us. And also talking about engine issues. I only had one actual engine failure in my entire career, and it was in my early days flying a Shorts 360. I lost the right engine, went into an auto feather position. It didn't actually lose the engine per se, but it was going into auto feather and causing the plane to kind of yaw pretty severely. So I just pulled it back to idle, and luckily I was right at the outer marker and just idled it in on one engine. It was kind of a no-brainer. Anyhow, that's it from this end. W2WLD, November 1 SSN.
Okay, very good. Well, if we got time at the end, I'll tell a little personal story about the E-handle and losing an engine. We'll see how that works out. Let's go, Lee. N5 Bravo Echo, W2WLD. Great job, Lee.
Yeah, W2WLD N5B. Thank you. It's a pretty busy morning on that logger. Quick story. This reminded me of the story. Back in the 80s, we were doing a certification testing on the Bell 214ST, big helicopter. And we had two life rafts that were up in the sail of the aircraft, up by the rotor. So the deal was the crew, when you hit the water, the crew would pull the handle that was just above them, and these life rafts would come flying out of the sail and go into water, and then automatically open, and there was a lanyard. You'd pull the raft to you and get in the raft. Well, that was the theory. So we had to test the concept of a nitrogen bottle blasting these doors open and sending the life rafts up. So FAA was there to sign off on it and everything. So the first test was a non-event. Bell had built these ramps to gather the life rafts after it came off with a bunch of mattresses on the hangar floor to cushion the impact. Well, the first test, one door partially opened and closed, and the other door didn't open at all. So, what do you do when you get you put more nitrogen in the bottles? So the FAA comes back out. No one's tested this now. And they pull the handle, the doors come ripping off the aircraft, the life rafts come flying out, they hit that ski jump ramp, goes flying across the hangar. One of them does, bangs against the wall, everyone's scattering. The other one went flying and hit a helicopter on the other side of the hangar, and the FAA just stood there and said, successful test, and signed off on it. So, another Bell helicopter story. I'm going to go with A because I think there's a sequence for this. At least it was on the helicopter. Just because you pull the handle I think I'm trying to remember, because you had a selector there. You could put one bottle in there in the fire or all the bottles. So I'm going to go with A because I don't know any better, Bill. So thanks for the question. W2WLD N5B.
Okay, great story. And it sounds like that was less than carefully pre-engineered. But they said, yeah, go with it. That's great. Let's go to Mike. WW5ENZ, W2WLD. You're up, Mike.
Okay, W2WLD, WW5ENZ. Wow, this is a good one. Yeah, it's so interesting. Because, I just looking at it, of course, I don't think I've ever even been in a P3, but it's a neat airplane, and I do see him land here, and just every now and then a tinker. But let's see. I looked at Alpha, and I'm going to discharge the fire suppression agent. I guess I'm not sure what the E handle actually is, but it seemed like that would be. I don't know. Anyway, also, obviously, it's just interesting. I think if it shut off engine too, for sure. Feather the engine propeller. I don't know. That seems like I think somebody else mentioned that before. It's possibly a different function, but shut off engine oil. And that's a weird one to me. C, and I think somebody else picked C because I didn't know engine oil could be shut off. I mean, it's like in the engine, so that's kind of a hard thing. And shut off engine air. I guess that could be done by something in the cowling. So it's a tough one, Bill, but it's good, obviously. I'm gonna go. The thing that really gets me is whether you want to shut everything down, or do you want to actually shut everything down and shoot the engine full of fire suppressant, which probably was Halon. But I don't know. Gosh, it's a tough one. Okay, I'm going to say Charlie. What the heck? I'm going to Charlie out on this thing because I really don't know the answer at all, and it's hard to figure it out. Anyway, we got a great day in Oklahoma. Sun shining, and it's a little bit warmer today. I think we're going to be 55 or maybe 56 today, which would be pretty nice. And the wind's not really blowing, so that's also another nice thing. Anyway, other than that, we'll turn it back to you, Bill, and we'll be here to the bottom. So, W2WLD, WW5ENZ, put me down for Charlie.
Wow, great analysis, Mike. Well done. Let's see how it stands up. Got your answer as Charlie. Norm, N9KJN, W2WLD. Norm, you're up.
Okay, thank you, Bill, for the net, and now we're looking at
frequencies and use.
Yeah, but in a couple hours we're expecting some of that white stuff. Yeah. This is a total guess. I've written on the P3 before doing other functions. And I only know that when they're in fuel save or other mode, they can actually stop the prop and swing the props actually backwards for less air resistance. So I'm going to go with C because I don't think they want to actually kill any oil to it, but they do want to kill all the other fuel. So I'm going to go with C, Charlie. N9KJN, that's all I got. Thanks, Bill, N9KJN, thank you.
Okay, Norm, nice signal. You had to go mention that four-letter S word. We're talking about that here tomorrow of all days. We'll see about that. All right, let's see. WA6LJS, John, W2WLD. You're up, John.
Okay, thank you, Bill. W2WLD, this is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Yeah, there was somebody that wasn't hearing us coming in there. I think he maybe will hear one of us, but the frequency is of use if you're listening the other station there. There's a net in progress. Let's see. Good morning to everybody. It's currently 58 degrees, kind of a high overcast. I don't see any blue. but don't see any clouds or anything. It's just a light gray up at a high altitude here. And it'll probably burn through whatever it is, and we'll probably have a nice temperature about another couple hours. Let me see. Answer to the question, well, I don't really know, but it doesn't mention, your question doesn't mention anything that you're pulling the handle because something's on fire. So there's other things that could be causing you to pull that handle. So I'm going to say alpha. You know, if there's no mention of fire, why would you discharge the fire suppression system? So I'm going to say maybe alpha is the one that is the incorrect, but we'll see how that goes. And other than that, right after the net, I'm going down to a local restaurant, going to meet NX6RG Bob for a brunch. I noticed he checked in. He might be operating remote. I didn't expect him to be in the net this morning, but he's on NetLogger, so maybe he's got a method to run remote, or maybe he's got a mobile. I don't know. But anyway, back to you, Bill. Good question this morning, and I will be here to the bottom. W2Wld, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, well, what's typical is happening. The signals are dropping a bit. He's still inside, and if we're not able to talk to Bob, give him our best when you see him for lunch. Sounds like fun. Let's go to Fred, KM4, Yankee Bravo, W2WLD. Fred, you're up. KM4YYB, W2WLD, you there? John, would you give him a call, WA6LJS?
Yeah, we'll go. KN4, Yankee Bravo. KN4, YYB, Fred, you're up. WA6LJS relay. Nothing heard on 2 STRs and locally, Bill. Back to that.
Okay, thank you, John. We'll move on, and we'll try him again on the 73. Now we're up to Mike. KF0OTE, W2WLD. Good morning, Mike.
Well, good morning, Bill and all the players. Yeah, conditions are starting to drop a little bit. You were way over F9 early, but you're starting to fade a little bit. But I'm still hearing you locally. As to the question, I have a tough one with this one. My initial thought is alpha because the airplanes I'm familiar with all had you pulled the handle to arm the extinguisher, and then you pushed the button in the handle to fire the suppression bottle, is what I'm familiar with. So I think I'm going to stick with alpha, although C is kind of a weird one to me too. I don't know why you have to shut off the engine oil. But so I'm gonna stick with alpha. I'll be one and done today, so I'll give my 7.3s here, and I've got a buddy that's gonna loan me an excavator so I can pull a couple trees off the end of my grass runway. So I'm gonna take advantage of that while I can before the weather turns. So 7.3s, guys. I'll listen around for a little bit, and then I gotta get out of here. But have a great day. KF0OPE back to W2WLD on the net.
Yeah, Mike, you're 5 dB over this side. Beautiful signal. And have fun pulling that tree. Let's go to Bob. K2SJP, W2WLD. Bob, you're up.
WCWLD. This is K2SJP. Over in Florida at the home station today. And we have, let's see, 76 degrees over here. Nice and sunny. Very low humidity. This is the ideal time of year over here. Perfect weather into Tampa, Florida. Too bad it won't last. It's good for a couple of weeks, and then stay there. Tomorrow we won't be here, so we're going to say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We'll be doing our Eucharistic ministry for church tomorrow during the net. So we won't make it onto the net tomorrow at all. Possibly be on Echo Link at the 5 o'clock Echo
On the question, yeah, we'll go with Alpha on the answer on that, Bill. Thanks for running the net. I got the beam pretty much on you. I changed the audio around a little bit. On the equalizer, I don't know if that's improved my audio anyway. I know you said that it was somewhat muffled. Back to you, Bill, and again, thanks for running the net. W2Wld, KQS,
Okay, well, thank you, Bob. Yeah, the audio sounds, it still sounds a little, very bassy, and not your usual signal, so I don't know what else you may have done, but it's not what we're used to hearing. 2-5 copy, go. All right, let's start at the boss. K1BOB, W2WLD, you're up, Bob.
This is K1BOB. Good morning again, Bill, and good to hear everybody out there. It's cold and a little overcast here, and snow still on the ground. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. You got me scratching my head, Bill. The two I have issues with are Alpha and Charlie, and I only have experience in a turbofan jet engine. And we had to push our first thing. We'd get a light usually, and push the engine that came on, and it would shut off the fuel because you want to get rid of the ignition source first. But I don't know about the oil, mechanically driven oil pump. I'm not sure. There's probably ways to do that. It could be developed, but I'm not sure that's a built-in item on those things. I'm not sure about Charlie. And the F-111, yeah, we had the fire push button depressed, and that would stop the ignition of fuel and a few other things. But then we had a separate switch, was the agent discharge switch, the suppression agent switch, which was a separate item to do. Normally you just do them both. That was the both things we had. However, we knew if we put added that agent as a powder and halon mixture, I think, in the F-111, if you did that, you'd Class A the engine. It would have to be taken all the way down to the fan blades and beyond to clean up an engine after you did that. So that was a major step. So they made it a second step, I guess, in the checklist. You'd probably just do it anyway because you didn't care. You wanted to get the fire out if it didn't go out. I don't know. I'm torn between C and A. I want to go on the record for C and A, but my answer will be A, I think, since other people are tending that way that probably know more than me about turbofans, which I don't know much about. Anyway, this is K1BOB. Thank you very much for running the net. Leon, thank you for doing the net logger there. And Charlie for getting our question up there this morning on YouTube. So thanks, guys. This is K1BOB. Back to W2WLD. Captain Bill, over to you.
Yeah, mighty fine, Bob. Great analysis as usual. And again, we'll see how it holds up. Let's go to Jim, W6WAY, W2WLD. Jim, you're up.
Okay,
Only one correct answer. Only one. Over. Okay, very good, Jim. Got your answer as Charlie. Let's see. Joe is next. W5ABI, W2WLD. What's going on, Joe?
W2WLD, W5ABI. Good morning, Bill. You know, last time when we started, the signals are starting to change here, but I'm still copying you. Anyhow, it's kind of an overcast day here in Las Cruces. Been there for the last couple of days. It's 54, supposed to go up to 76. We're supposed to have a warm Thanksgiving, and no bad weather, no rain, and no wind, so we'll take it off. Anyhow, boy, my answer to your question is Alpha. I'm going to go with Alpha, and we'll be here at the bottom. W2WLD, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, got your answer. Yeah, the signals are dropping, but you're still Q5 copy. Let's go to Russ. K8, Alpha Fox, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
This is W2WLD K8EF. So I've got the copy on you direct and also on the SDR bill. Good morning to everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. So I'm going to have to defer because I don't know if people know, but I'm an FAA inspector. I work for the Air Carrier Training and Simulation Branch. And I'm also a national resource for airplanes like the Electra, the Conver, the 727, all these old airplanes that are in still use, but not a lot of experienced people yet. So I actually give check rides in the Electra, in the Conver, 727, for both the pilots and the engineers. So this is actually one of my oral questions. So I will defer on that. But obviously there's no P3 or electric simulators, so when we do the type rides or the proficiency checks, we have to actually do them in the airplane. And the V1 cuts are a little dicey, so we make sure that we're very safe on those. But I hope everybody has a good day. I'm going to be one and done. I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving. So I'll defer on the question, but back to you, Bill, W2WLD K8AF.
Well, Russ, thank you for doing that, deferring on the question and explaining why. And I appreciate that, and we wish you and your family a very, very happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. 73 for now. Let me go to my neighbor in New Jersey, Ray. What are we? WB2JJO, W2WLD. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Captain Bill. W2WLD from WB2JJO. Well, I sure hope you can hear me, sir. You're only 20 dB over 9 here. You're really rocking the boat here at this location. So, propagation is working out between me and you there, Chief. As far as the weather goes, right now it's sunny and 59 degrees. And I think after the net, I'm going to go out there and start putting up my Christmas decorations. So we'll see how that's going to work out. So I understand tomorrow morning it's supposed to be massive rain, so we'll see what happens. As answer to your question, boy, this was a fantastic question there, Chief. I don't know the answer. I never flew a P3 Orion. So I'm going to, I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the other people's answers and stuff. And if it was for me, I'm going to pick A. I'm going to use A as my answer. So we're going to see where that goes. So with that being said, back over to you. I want to wish you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving. And I will be here to the end because I definitely want to hear the answer. W2WLD from WB2JJO.
Very fine, Ray. Yeah, you're about 10 dB over S9. I'm amazed. I think you mentioned we're about 250 miles apart, but we have a channel. Very good. Got your answer as Alpha. Let's go to Charlie. Charlie, thank you for posting my question. And it's your turn. K4YDB, W2WLD. Okay, Charlie. Zooming in here off the side of the beam. Very good. And looks like we got consensus from your group of Alpha. Let's go to Lee. W4PUO, W2WLD. Lee, you're up.
W2WLD, W4PUO. Good morning again, Bill, and all the flyers. Well, it's a beautiful day here. We're planning on a little trip tomorrow morning to visit family in San Antonio. It's about 2 hours down the road, and we'll come back late in the evening. But my son and my daughter-in-law are there, and we're expected to bring a few items, and my charge is to bring a couple of scratch-made pumpkin pies. Well, I didn't bust up any pumpkins. I got the pumpkin out of a can, but everything else is kind of put together with old Betty Crocker, and it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a lot of good food, I'm sure, and good visiting. But that's the only thing that bothers me is the road trip, because there's so many people trying to get somewhere and get from somewhere and celebrating, and boy, it's just a risky time to be on the road. I normally decline, but we're going to do it this year. Hey, the question is a good one. I don't know much about the multi-engine airplanes, but when you pull the throttle off, it usually cuts off the fuel, and when the engine winds down, there's no more oil being pumped, because that's a mechanical connection, I believe. And if you have any suspicion of fire, you'd certainly want to have the fire extinguisher going, I would suppose. And you wouldn't want air coming into the cockpit from the engine. Usually that's what engine air means to me, because it might be bringing fire with it. So you'd isolate that engine, but tethering the propeller seems to be a function that would normally be controlled by another handle in the cockpit. So I'm going to say Delta is not necessary. And if you had any other engine emergency, you'd want to pull that E-handle and isolate that engine. So put me down for Delta, and I'll be one and done, Bill, but I'm really confident of my answer. And you all have a good Thanksgiving. W4PUO, back to net.
Okay, very fine. Well, have a great Thanksgiving. And be careful on the roads. We've got to travel a bit. It's about a 40-minute run to my daughter's house. But not usually too bad, and we'll go at an appropriate time to minimize the traffic. Let's see. Jacob, N0LZY, W2WLD. Jacob, you're up. Well, similarly, I copied you solid on Utah number 2, Jacob. Got your answer. Let's see, who's in? We got a couple of listeners today. We've got Jeremy, CB2DMR, I believe. And we've got Ben, Kilo Juliet 4 Charlie. Good morning to you, gentlemen. Glad to have you in there listening. Hopefully someday you can get on with a transmitter and we can talk. Let's go to James, KG5PTE, W2WLD. James, you're up.
Good morning, Captain. W2WLD, KG5PTE. Thanks for running the net, Bill. You got a pretty good signal here on both the electric radio and my Yaesu 710. Pushing about 360 watts right now. I don't know if you heard, I do got an amplifier now, an ALE 811, with my hex beam. And I've got this 710 at our Hamfest. I won the grand prize drawing, so I've been using it. Turned into an excellent radio. I actually like it better than the Flex, I'm not going to lie. This is my radio of choice right now. Eventually I'll get the amplifier for the Flex and put it behind it, but I'm not going to use this third-party amp for the Flex. I'm going to use their amp with my radio. But everybody sounded good, and I was going to go alpha on the answer, but you know what? I think Lee's right, W4PUO. I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to follow Lee's lead and go with feather the engine propeller as his false answer. So put me down for Delta as well. And everybody sounded good. 7-3s to all the flyers. And I'll be here to the bottom. W2Wld KG5 PTE.
Very fine, James. Well, in diminishing propagation, it's still a good solid S8. Beautiful signal coming into upstate New York, and have fun with that radio. And we've got you down for Delta. Let's go to Bob, W7ASH, W2WLD. Bob, you're up. Okay, very good, Bob. Traffic is solid on UCAR 2, nothing on the local radio here. And great analysis got you down for Echo, a man that stands alone. I think that's the only answer, the only person that picked Echo. All right, by my reckoning, we got just listeners left on the list. Did I miss anyone on the original list? Did I miss anyone on the original list? Please call now. Okay, I think we got everybody. In a bit, after I go over the question, we'll see if there are any late check-ins before we start the 73 round. I'll tell a little story. This is a true story. Was flying a patrol in a Navy P-3 Orion. We were physically halfway between the Azores. In fact, that's where we were stationed. Halfway between the Azores and Spain. And all of a sudden, the fire warning light and horn come on, very loud, very disturbing. The warning light is over the engine that's causing the problem. And the first reaction was to see if somebody was pushing the test switch. There is a test switch on the overhead that will activate the lights and the horn for an engine fire indication, part of the training and part of testing that the system works before you go flying. Well, no one was pushing the test switch, so we started through the checklist, pull the E-handle, and there was a moment there after you pull the E-handle that you wait to see if the fire actually goes out or the fire warning goes out. If not, under the E-handle, where you wouldn't normally be able to reach it, is a button that does discharge fire retardant into the engine. And we did that. And when you do that, forget if it's 10 seconds or 20 seconds, it's been a while. But there's a given number of seconds that you wait to see if that first discharge of fire retardant puts out the fire. If it does, then fine. If it does not, there is a transfer switch where you can set up to transfer the adjacent engine's fire retardant into the engine that's still indicating the fire. And I do remember we were kind of counting the seconds out loud, and we got to the very last second, had almost started to activate the transfer switch when the fire warning went out. So we looked at where we were and where, that means when you discharge, I think somebody mentioned this, that agent into the engine compartment, that's an engine change right there. So rather than return to to the Azores, where we had limited capability to do a quick engine change, we continued on to Rota, Spain, and we did have to sit around for a couple of days while they changed the engine. So it was in fact an internal fire in that engine, and fortunately the first discharge put it out. If we had had to use the second one, then you are out of solutions at that point. If that doesn't handle a fire, you're going to play, what is his name, Captain that landed in the Hudson. Probably end up ditching. Okay, so that's the answer to the question for you. It does shut off the engine air, it does shut off the engine oil, it does automatically feather the engine for minimum drag on the aircraft. It does shut off engine fuel. What it does not do automatically, and part of that is that you want to make sure you really need it before you commit yourself to something that will require an engine change. So the answer was Alpha. Sounds like we had some fun with this. I'm glad. And I appreciate everybody's careful consideration of the question. Are there any late check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Call now. Whiskey Kilowatt 4 Tango Mobile. Good morning, sir. Give me your name and location. Okay, Dave, we got a nice signal in the upstate New York here, a good 5.9, and signals have been dropping throughout this net. Glad you enjoyed the net. So do you want to be called on the 73 or one and done? Over. Okay, great, Dave. Well, be safe. And thank you for joining us. So one more time, any late check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club, call now. There's somebody there, but the signal is very distorted. It either sounds off frequency or you got some RF, which I'm familiar with. Try it one more time, please. Over. No, I can't make it. Can anyone make out that station?
No, sir. He's very distorted. He's got some big problems there, but I can hear him, but his noise was covering him up.
Yeah, same here. So unless he can clear it up, I don't think we're going to be able to make a go of it. Okay, let's see. John, try a last call, please, from all. WA6LJS, W2Wld.
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relaying for net control. Last call for check-ins to the Wednesday morning Air Force Flyers net. Either late members or
November Echo Papa, Kilo 3, Northeast Pennsylvania, Tom, the Turtle Man, up under the Poconos.
Well, I hear somebody in there, Bill, but I can't make it out. Did you get it?
Was it Kilo 3 November Oscar Papa? Go ahead.
Kilo 3, Northeast Pennsylvania. Kilo 3, November Echo Papa. Handler Tom, Tango Oscar Mike up in the Poconos here in Pennsylvania. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Tom in the Poconos, K3 NET, November Echo Papa. What do you have for our net, Tom? Over.
I hadn't checked in here in a while, and I was just floating around and heard you guys talking, and just wanted to get in there and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and, all that good stuff. We've got about 38 degrees here, sun and clouds, and they're calling for a little more snow up there out of the mountains, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. We're talking about the same forecast up here in upstate New York. Well, thank you for stopping by to say hello, Tom. Check in with us. Sorry, I need a cough switch here. Check in with us whenever you can. You're always welcome. Okay, let's go ahead. John, did you hear anyone else? Over.
No, negative. Just that one, Bill. Back to net.
Okay, thank you. Bob, P1VOB, is Don ready for 73? Over.
Well, he's still on the list here. Let me give him a try, Bill. Don, go ahead. You're up for the 73 round.
A little bit here. I think the toes pretty much collected each other around this afternoon. I think it's pretty well done here. And that should be the last of the remnants of the bomb cyclone from the northwest that hit a couple days ago. Well, I will get back to you, Bill. 73 to everybody on the net. This is 20ZNP. Back to W2Wld to do K1BLB 73 is all.
K1BLB, back to net.
Okay, thank you, Bob, for the link. And Don, good to hear you. Have a great Thanksgiving. Let's go to our mobile. Larry, if you're still copying us. KB0LTC W2WLD 73, Larry.
Yeah, Bill, I have had a beautiful Q5 copy on you the entire net, no fading whatsoever. But I would wish each and every one on the net a very, very happy and safe Thanksgiving holiday. If you have to travel, be careful. A lot of people got a lot of different things on their minds during the holiday season. and sometimes driving is not one of them. And then with the advent of these newfangled computing devices we hold in our hands, it seems like a lot of drivers are focused on that rather than being precautious and safety. And as usual, I second-guess myself on the question, Bill. My first instinct told me to go with Alpha. It just seemed like a good choice, and instead I went with the Delta. But anyway, great question, a great net, and I will not be here until probably sometime next week. So with that, best 73s all the way around. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one and their family. W2WLD, KB0LTC, 18-Wheel Mobile in Missouri.
Okay, Larry, very good, and good cautionary words from a professional. And we wish you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving. Let's go to Cliff. Cliff, what did I say that was wrong? W5PIX, W2WLD.
Captain, you didn't say nothing wrong. This is W5PIX. I've had a couple of fires myself, lost a few turbos also. And, yeah, no problem there. You did fine. And one thing that I will mention, though, that the fire extinguishers that we use, excuse me, the chemicals in it would take all the oxygen out of the air around that engine. That's how it snuffed out the fire, which it would also snuff out your life if you was around it. And we had to be careful of that because we had the engine-driven compressors on number 2 and number 3 engines there. And but yeah, that definitely would work. But I've never got to where I couldn't get my plane back to home base, so, or at least out on the Pacific. You know, we had a little bit more. We had Hawaii, and we had Adak, Alaska, and we also had Guam, and then of course San Francisco, and so we had a few more places to go. But yeah. It was, we had a lot of fun flying, but, yeah, we had some tense moments also. So, but anyways, no, you did fine, and I will not complain. Never complain with your plane commander, for sure. Anyways, everybody have a good one. I had to switch around to a couple SDRs because signals did drop down a little bit. I turned the beam towards you, but I was busy turning it towards some of the weaker stations also there. But anyways, everybody have a very thankful Thanksgiving tomorrow, and we will be here for a little bit anyways, if the YL doesn't shoot me. But she did give me my list of driving her around today, so I will be driving Miss Daisy. But I will be over on Echo Lane for a little bit. Anybody want to join us over there? There's 3 of us there right now. And anyways, Captain, have a very blessed day with you and your bride. And I know the MGs are all part. I did want to tell you, though, that we did have a group of MG boys showed up in Blanco, Texas on a Saturday. I come through there, and they had the whole square occupied by a bunch of MGBs. I did not realize we had that many down here in this part of the country, but anyways, they were pretty, and I missed seeing them for sure. Anyways, back to you, Captain. This is W5PIX. Back to W2WLD.
Okay, Cliff. Well, thank you for all of that, and yeah, that was the only engine fire that I had to worry about in a P3. I had one in a T28, but it was so rare. I happened to be out of the seat. I was standing behind the pilot when that fire warning went on, and everybody's head turned toward the test switch. Everybody assumed somebody was clowning around, and it was not going to be funny. But it wasn't. It was not a test. Okay, have a great Thanksgiving, Cliff. Lee, N5BE, W2WLD, 73, Lee.
Yeah, W2WLD, N5BE. Well, two-handle hijink story. I'm at the Helicopter Association International Air Show with my buddies. Flew in the XB-15, now sitting under the Concorde at the Air Space Museum. And it had these big T-handles there. They weren't hooked up to anything, but they were there. And there was a cluster of Japanese reporters, and you know how they just love aviation, and they're standing around taking notes of everything we're saying. So, and Roy, my pilot, he loved the movie Das Boot, and he loved to talk in his fake German accent. So I pointed the T-handle. I said, "Is that a Wasserbomb?" He goes, "Yeah, Wasserbomb, loose." And he pulls the handle, not hooked up to anything. So about 6 months later, we see the article in a Japanese magazine. We get it translated, and it says there's a possibility that the XV-50s can carry depth charges. So we got that going for us. W2WLD N5BE.
Great, Lee. I love the stories. You've lived a very sheltered life, I can tell, Lee. And thank you today. Great job on the net logger. Mike, WW5ENZ, W2WLD 73, Mike.
Okay, W2WLD, WW5ENZ. Yeah, I knew it was A. I really did, because I told you that. If you pull it, you're going to contaminate the engine. So, anyway, but for some reason, your distractor on C got me away from it. But anyway, great job and good questions and a lot of fun. And everybody have a very happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. WW5ENZ. And, oh yeah, I'll be your host on the evening net on December 24th. So I'll be the one that ushers in Santa, and that'll be a ton of fun. Anyway, we'll catch you then. WW5ENZ. 73s, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Mike. And you're still booming in here, and signals are dropping in general, but you're still S9, S9 plus. Okay, let's go to Norm, N9KJM, W2WLD 73, Norm.
Well, thank you very much, Bill. I want to thank you all for the net today. It sounded good. I was actually hearing a lot more of you today. I want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving. Hope that there's no bad events going on. So, N9KJN, back to net. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome. You're good S8. Nice signal today. No complaints about propagation. John, WA6LJS 73.
Okay, Bill, real good. I'm still copying you 2.5, but you went down from when the net started, so the band is changing a little bit. But anyway, very good question, good net. Just by accident, I got it right, but it was interesting. And I'm going to be, I probably won't be over to Echo Link, guys, because I'm going to leave here in a little bit to meet NX6RG, Bob, over at the Broken Yoke. So, and he's monitoring, he's listening, but he can't transmit. He's probably using his iPhone with the SDR. So, 7-3s, everybody. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving to all of you, and we'll catch you next time. W2WLD, WA6LJF.
Okay, John. Well, if Bob heard the question, ask him how he would have analyzed it, please. That would have been interesting. Enjoy the day, and certainly enjoy tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's see if Fred is in there. KN4YYD. Fred, are you there?
There's a relay, Bill.
Yeah, I can't make out that station. Can someone relay?
Yeah, it's KB7LAK, Justin. He's just in and out. He just wanted to hear the answer. The answer was Alpha, the fire suppressant system, Justin. Back to you, Bill.
Okay, thank you, John, and hello to Justin. Sorry you missed the full net today. Okay, where are we? I think it's Bob, K2SJT, W2WLD. Bob, 73.
Again, we will not be on the net tomorrow. We're doing ministry at church tomorrow. So happy Thanksgiving to all the Flyers. Enjoy the day. And we possibly may go on the official link in the afternoon. So make sure you see everybody now. Thanks for having me again, Bill.
Okay, Bob, 73 to you and your family. Let's go to one other Bob, T1BOB, W2WLD, 73, Bob.
Well, thanks for a good question there, Bill. I was depressed after I gave my answer there when you told me good analysis, because that usually means I got it wrong, but I'm glad to say I got lucky. Anyway, thank you very much, Bill. You got a bunch of people this morning, too. Well done, sir. You faded out a little bit, but you've come back. K1BOB, back to you, Bill. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Let's see, Jim, W6WAY, 73, Jim. Very fine, Jim, 73 to you, and happy Thanksgiving. Joe, W5ABI, 73.
Yeah, W2Wld, W5ABI. Yeah, good net, got it right. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Flyers, and thanks for running the net, Bill. W2Wld, W5ABI.
73. Ray, WB2JJO. I think you got the right answer. Congratulations.
W2WLD from WB2JJO. Very good there, Captain Bill. Yeah, I kind of analyzed it in my mind, and I figured if I was a pilot, that's probably what I would do. So anyway, good question, good net, good short skip for short. Yeah, we're about 250 air miles from point A to point B, so we're doing pretty good. So with that, let me say 73 to you, sir. A very, very happy Thanksgiving and a safe one, and we'll catch you further on down the road. W2WLD, WB2JJO, 73 is one off.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, Ray. Charlie, K4YDB, I guess your consensus was right on, W2WLD. Let's try Lee, W4PUO, W2WLD, 73, Lee. I don't remember if he was one and done. W4PUO, you there, Lee? I think he may have been one and done. How about Jacob, N0LZY, W2WLD, 73. Okay, Jacob, well, I certainly do. Have a great Thanksgiving. Okay, James, KJ5PTE, W2WLD, 73.
W2WLD, KG5PT, 73 Bill, and I don't know if Mike's still listening, Chief Mike, WW4D, WW2D, VTNZ, but Mike, you're right, everybody started putting up their decorations early, and everybody got the bug this year, so we got ours all up now, and we followed suit, because I'm glad we did, because we're supposed to get a real strong cold front in tomorrow, we're supposed to get pretty darn chilly, so I'm glad I got them all set up today, and normally Thanksgiving would have already happened, but the way the calendar fell, it's kind of late this year. So we normally put up our Christmas decorations about this time anyway. So we got it done, Bill. We got it done, Bill, and
sorry for getting the answer wrong, but I think you was right. A was right. I was going to go that way, but I didn't. I was thinking through it too much. But good question, and thanks for running the net. 7-3 Bill and 7-3 to the Flyers. W2Wld KC 5.
Okay, James, I'm still copying you solid locally. The signals have dropped just a bit. Let's see if Bob is still copying. W7ASH, W2WLD, 73, Bob. Mighty fine, Bob, and I don't know if that's a new antenna or not. K1BOB, are you still there? I think he's on the Echo Link. I don't know if you get on Echo Link, but you can talk to him there, I'm sure. Very good, 73.
Sorry about that. No,
I want to recognize
out there in Washington. That's the same antenna for the last 7 years.
But happy Thanksgiving, Mike. Nice to have you in there. Did I miss anyone? Turn out, please.
Yeah, double.
Who did I double with?
Whoever it was that you said was over on Echo Link, he came back.
Oh, K1BOB, did you hear Bob W7ASH's question about your antenna?
I've been HF the whole time, Bill, and copied all that, Bob, and I think it's just the short skip. We're getting a very abundant short skip these days, so you're hearing John and myself pretty good. Normally I'm just too close to you to hear, but no, same antenna, and you're on the back of it. K1BOB.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Bob, and I think that's it. Any final comments before I close the net? Call now.
Kilo Quebec 4, November Tango Bravo.
November Tango Bravo. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Tom, William. I was just running through the dial. I heard you guys talking. I'm curious to know about the room in Echo Link that you're referring to.
Yeah, it's a conference node. Go to the conference node list, and it's Alpha Foxtrot Charlie for Air Force's Flyers Club. Copy?
Alpha Foxtrot Charlie. Okay, I got that. All right, very good. Yeah, I'm not an avid user of Echo Link, but I do like the way that it works. So me and the local guys around me seem to congregate there when the conditions aren't really that well around us. There's QSL.
Well, we use it as a backup on our net, and we have at least one member who is not able to get on HF anymore, but we simulcast him into the net, and it works out very well. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, we talk about that all the time. We use it on the mobile applications, whether it's I/O or Android, and we like to refer to it as the easiest and fastest mobile installation ever.
Well, I won't argue with that. By the way, I don't know where you are, but you're 10 dB over S9 into upstate New York and into capital Albany. And my name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima, and my call is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta. Anything
Kilo
else?
Quebec 4, Foxtrot, Sierra Papa.
No, sir, that was it. I was just running through here and wanted to make a comment and find out about Echo Link. So with that, I guess I'm going to let you close your net now. Take care. I'll be looking for you guys on Echo Link. I'm going to add you to my favorites list. Okay, well, take care. This is Kilo Quebec 4, November Tango Bravo, over here on the coast of Victor Alpha. Disregard 73.
Very good. Yeah, beautiful signal. Okay, we do have to clear this frequency soon, so I think I'll call it a day. This has been the Wednesday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Thank you to all who participated, either check-in or helpers. Special thanks to those who helped with relays and NetLogger and simulcast. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. And we will be on tomorrow, so if you're not in the middle of consuming a turkey, you might want to check us out. This net is now closed. 73, everybody. W2Wld Upstate New York, off and clear.
Comment?
Don't comment.
Yeah, Captain, did you guys on the East Coast have a bear trap aircraft? We had one on the West Coast.
Affirmative.
Okay, I just relaying. We were just talking about that on Echo Link, so I didn't know if the East Coast had one or not, but we had one there in Moffett Field. So, all right. Have a good day. You and your bride have a very lovely Thanksgiving. If we don't hear you tomorrow, this is 75 CIA.
Thank you, Cliff. You too. W2WLD.
Is this frequency in use? Which is your fuel tangle?
All yours.
Thank you very much, and you guys had a good net. Which is your fuel tangle for the 20-meter Ole Miss net. I'll be holding frequency. I'll turn on.